Grattan. And senior defender number 37, Marguerite DePietro. And now your starters for the Bengals. Senior keeper number 1, Hannah Lee. Sophomore defender number 2, Sophie Cabral. Sophomore midfielder number 3, Riley Leonard. Freshman defender number 4, Alexi DiComides. Senior midfielder number 8, Emily Souza. Freshman forward number 9, Chrissy Conley. Junior midfielder number 14, Maria Bailey. Freshman defender number 15, Michaela Lee. Sophomore midfielder number 17, Ali Gilmet. And junior forward number 23, Raquel Padrizia. Assistant coaches, Marcelo Lopez. Head coaches, Martin Yaruman. And now your substitutes for the Lady Sentinels. Freshman forward number 1, Olivia Holochuk. Junior midfielder number 2, Abigail Cook. Freshman midfielder number 3, Jaden McCarthy. Senior midfielder number 4, Samantha Malorano. Sophomore defender number 5, Christine Karlowski. Freshman midfielder number 6, Chloe Holochuk. Senior striker number 15, Alexandria Spalding. Sophomore midfielder number 16, Heather Malone. Junior midfielder number 17, Molly Smith. And now your starters for the Lady Sentinels. Freshman keeper number 7, Alyssa Colbert. Senior midfielder number 8, Sari Demerglio Glue. Sophomore midfielder number 9, Miranda Peliquin. I just remembered, Mergio Blue. Junior defender number 10, Fallon Green. Junior striker number 11, Brooke Jenkins. Senior midfielder, Alex Jenkins, number 12. Senior sweeper number 13, Samantha Colbert. Junior striker number 14, Victoria Carter. Senior defender number 18, Jessica Beaton. Senior striker number 20, Angela Ragasta. And junior midfielder number 26, Stephanie Ritchie. Assistant coaches, Bill Hickey. Head coaches, Robert Sculanti. At this time, if I can ask everyone to rise to the playing of our national anthem.
At the twilight's last give this a shot. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to East Greenwich High School in East Greenwich, Rhode Island. My name is Sam Dostler, and today the Rhode Island Interscholastic League Network is proud to bring you a girls' Division I soccer doubleheader. Our first game pitches the number 1-seeded Smithfield Lady Sentinels against the number 5-seeded Bayview Bengals. Smithfield enters action today with an overall record of 9-4-3. The Bengals reach the semifinals after a bye in the preliminary round and a 2-1 victory over the number 8-seeded Portsmouth High School squad. On the other side of the pitch is Bayview, who is as the number 5 seed comes into play as the highest seed still remaining in the Division I field. The Bengals enter action today with a record of 9-4-3, and for them, the road to the semifinals is a little more difficult. In the preliminaries, they defeated the number 12 seed Cumberland 2-0, and then upset number 4 seed North Kingston 3-1 in the quarterfinals. Some key players to watch in this afternoon's game for Smithfield. Their key player has to be their goalie, freshman goalkeeper Alyssa Colbert. She wasn't the goalie coming into the season, but the team didn't have a goalie. They needed a goalie. They had a need, and they told her if she wanted to play varsity soccer this year, this would be her route. So they put her in there, and she's been in there ever since, steadily progressing all season. For her, she'll have to continue that progression as she plays in her most important game of the season this afternoon, this semifinal matchup. On the other side for Bayview, their most important player, also their goalkeeper. That's senior Hannah Lee. She's a captain. According to her coach, Martin Yaruman, she should be first-team All-State. She's allowed the second fewest number of goals in the state this season behind LaSalle. So this is going to be a battle of the goalkeepers as we have the number 1 team in Division I soccer in Rhode Island, Smithfield, coming into play with a 10-1-4 record, taking on Bayview 9-4-3 on the season. The teams are starting to take the field, so we'll give you the starting lineups. First for the visitors, the number 5 seed from Bayview, their senior captain goalkeeper Hannah Lee, sophomore number 2 Sophia Cabral, sophomore number 3 Riley Leonard, freshman number 4 Alexa DeCamitas, senior captain number 8 Emily Sousa, freshman number 9 Chrissy Conley, junior number 14 Maria Bailey, freshman number 15 Michaela Lee, sophomore number 17 Allie Goulmet, junior captain number 20 Gabby Smith, and junior number 23 Rocky Peterzoni. Their head coach Martin Yaruman, he's in his first year at the helm for the Bayview Bengals. On the other side, Smithfield, the number 1 seed in this Rhode Island Division I tournament. They start seniors Jessica Beaton, number 18, captain Samantha Colbert, number 13, Cyria DiMargillo, number 8, captain Alex Jenkins, number 12, Angela Ragasta, number 20, juniors Victoria Carter, number 14, Fallon Green, number 10, Brooke Jenkins, number 11, Stephanie Ritchie, number 26, sophomore, Miranda Peliquin, number 9, and their freshman goalkeeper, Alyssa Colbert, number 7. The head coach for Smithfield is Bob Scolinti. For Bayview, the story of their season, they've turned things around. This is a Bayview team who had really struggled in years past. They had 9 wins combined in the last 3 seasons. Now this year they have 9 wins coming into this game. So first-year head coach and his young team, 3 freshmen, 4 sophomores in the starting lineup, is really taking Rhode Island Division I soccer by storm. They're going to look to continue their magical run here today with Smithfield as their opponent. It'll be Bayview to kick things away and get things started in semifinal number 1 here at East Greenwich High School, here at Carcherry Field in East Greenwich, Rhode Island. Once again, I'm Sam Dostler here bringing you this action on the RIIL Network. Nice day on hand after some winter weather. Went through New England earlier in the week. A beautiful day, about 50 degrees, bright sun. No clouds in the skies. We're set to get this one started. It'll be Bayview controlling possession right away. Smithfield takes it back, then they kick it out of bounds. So it'll be a throw-in here on the near sideline for Bayview. Throwing it in will be freshman Alexa DeCamitos. Errant throw by DeCamitos, and Smithfield takes possession only for a moment, though. Bayview continuing to command possession. Smithfield is back in their end of the third. Finally, Smithfield able to work it up across middle, trying a through ball. Doesn't get through. Now it does here on the near sideline for Smithfield. Number 14 bringing it up the near sideline. Victoria Carter, then she loses it. Bayview gets possession back, bringing it across midfield. Ball stayed here on this near sideline for the majority of the early portions of this game. 40-minute halves here as that ball sent out of bounds, and Smithfield will have their first throw-in of the afternoon. Jessica Beaton will throw it in, a senior on the Smithfield High team. She gets it in. Errant throw, and it's headed right out of bounds by Bayview, so she'll do it all over again. Beaton wears number 18, Smithfield in the home whites as the number 1 seed. Bayview in the Rhode navy blue with white trimmings. An early attack here for Smithfield, but nothing doing as Bayview is able to clear it up the field. Good through ball, now running after it quickly for Bayview, but will not be able to get there in time. That was number 9 on the run for Bayview, Christy Conley. Now a shot towards the net. That one goes through the field goal, but no good as there's the first shot attempt of the ball game. Bayview applying some good early pressure. This is a Bayview team that's played really hard all season, in the words of their head coach, Martin Yamirin. A passionate group. These young players don't know the losing tradition that Bayview's had over the last few years, and they're trying to make their own winning tradition as they play here in the semifinals. Game number 1, winner goes on to the championship game Monday, November 12th. Bayview continuing to command possession. We have 37 minutes left here in the first half of play as that ball will go out of bounds. Throw in on the far sideline. Throwing it in will be Sophia Cabral. Cabral gets it in. Fight for the ball over in the far corner. Bayview brings it to the middle of the field, and it's cleared out nicely by Smithfield. But only for a moment. Bayview back on possession. They send it towards the net, but that's going to be blocked out by Smithfield. Now it falls into the feet of number 9, Christy Conley. Conley shot, no. And now it's going to be cleared by Smithfield. Smithfield now quickly back the other way. Header up, but Bayview there to push it back towards their side. Teams occupy the middle of the field. Smithfield looking for their first real possession of this ball game, as Bayview seem to be everywhere. Bayview sends it crossfield to the far side, but it's cut off there by Smithfield. A through ball, but it goes behind the intended target on the play, Victoria Carter. Bayview tries to clear it out. They get it to midfield, but Smithfield able to keep it in their half of the field. We got a whistle, and it's going to be a free kick coming up now for Smithfield at midfield. We'll send it towards their zone. Bayview gets a head on it first, falls onto the feet of Stephanie Ritchie. Ritchie tries to put a shot on net, but that's turned around, and Smithfield will get a throw in. And now we got an injury down behind the play. It's one of the Bayview players who's down. That's number 4, Alexa DeCamitas. She's going to get to her feet. She's limping a little bit, but it looks like she's going to try and stay in this ball game. Now she changes her mind, and we're going to have our first substitution of the afternoon coming in for Bayview, number 37, Maggie DiPietro. DiPietro, a senior on this team. Whereas number 37, as they escort Alexa DeCamitas off the field. We're here at Carcieri Field, East Greenwich High School, East Greenwich, Rhode Island. I'm Sam Dostler. This is RIIL Network. We're bringing you Rhode Island Division I girls soccer semifinals, the first end of a doubleheader. Bayview versus Smithfield. Ball will go out of bounds, so Bayview will get the throw in here on the near sideline. Emily Sousa, a senior captain, one of 4 captains on this Bayview roster, will be the one to trigger the throw-in. The other captain's the goalkeeper, Hannah Lee. junior Gabby Smith and senior Kim Grattan. Bayview controls possession off the throw-in, but only for a moment as Smithfield able to clear it forward, gets it across midfield, no one there, and that ball will go out of bounds, and Bayview quickly back the other way. Bayview seems to be the team on the offensive here early on in this ball game, just over 5 minutes in, 34 minutes to go here in this first half of play, still no score. Smithfield looking to make a push, but it's turned back by Bayview. There's a through ball, but nicely picked off by Smithfield, and now it's going to come back the other way on the far side. Smithfield can't control it, though, as it trickles out of bounds, pass in front of Victoria Carter. We got a whistle on the far side, a foul, and we'll have a free kick for Bayview. .33 minutes and 35 seconds left in this first half. No score. Action on the far side, on the Bayview side of midfield. Bayview applying the pressure. It gets into the middle of the field. Chrissy Conley trying to gain possession of the ball. A good battle going on there, and in the end she wins possession. Floats up towards the box. A couple players converge on the ball, then it's finally cleared out by Smithfield. Smithfield with a through ball, gets up the field. It's going to be Miranda Peliquin trying to work the ball up for Smithfield, but Bayview there once again. Now Smithfield with some numbers the other way, bringing it across half. Midfield is beaten, but it's stolen away by Bayview. Bayview now back the other way, trying to get on the offensive. They work on the far side of the field, but getting too fancy with the dribble. Was Bayview now gets back out to close to midfield. Bayview dumps it back in, shot towards the net, but that's not going to have enough steam to get there. And it'll be cleared out and put out of bounds for a throw-in. That was number 26 for Smithfield, Stephanie Ritchie, who was able to clear the ball out. Bayview will now have that throw-in. It'll be number 23 to throw it in, Rocky Peterzoni. She gets it in towards the box. Now goes towards the top of the box, and it's intercepted by Smithfield. 3-on-3, they're back the other way. There's a through ball, but it's intercepted nicely by Emily Sousa, the senior captain for Bayview, and she just clears it out of bounds. Possession will stay with Smithfield. They'll have a throw-in on that far sideline. It's a good throw-in into that far corner on the far side. Ball batted around, and it looks like it's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Smithfield, so we have our first goal kick of the game coming up. That was number 9, Miranda Peliquin, who couldn't quite control it down there in the corner. .30 minutes to go here in that first half. Still no score. Goal kick is away. Bayview commands possession, but for a moment as they send it out of bounds. That was Sophia Cabral who kicked that ball out of bounds. Smithfield will have a throw-in now on the far sideline. Smithfield, a possession-oriented team. They like to move the ball, play aggressive defense. They're a team that enjoys flighted balls, whether winning them around midfield or trying to head them in. They're a team who likes the ball flighted as that one goes dangerously towards the goalkeeper, Hannah Lee, but she's able to clear it out. Here comes Bayville back the other way. Ball played up the near sideline. And continuing up the near sideline, but that one goes out of bounds. An errant pass off the right leg of number 23, Rocky Peterzoni. Off the throw, and it'll be Bayview with possession. Peterzoni near sideline sends it towards the middle, but intercepted by Smithfield and cleared towards midfield. Then intercepted again by Bayview. Nice touch pass. As working hard for Bayview right now is junior captain Gabby Smith, and now we got a whistle and a foul, so it'll be a free kick for Bayview. Coming up from defense to take that free kick will be the substitute, number 37, Maggie DiPietro. She came in when Alexa DiCamitos left with an injury. Ball sent towards the box. Good ball, but just over the head of the leaping Bayview player, Gabby Smith. Smithfield able to clear it out. Smithfield, the number 1 seed in this Division I tournament, seems to have their hands full early on. as Bayview continues to dominate time of possession. Get the ball out towards midfield. Now a good through ball coming up the near sideline. Victoria Carter, but she's beaten out, and it's nicely deflected out of bounds there. A good defensive play by the freshman, Michaela Lee, one of those 3 freshman starters in the lineup for Bayview. She beat Victoria Carter to the ball, tipped it out of bounds, and it allowed the Bayview defense a chance to set up. Angela Ragasta will trigger the throw-in towards the box. She gets it in, a good throw-in, fighting for position. It gets into the box, but Bayview the first one to get there and headed away. And now it'll be kicked out of bounds by Ragata. One of the few chances Smithfield has had to command possession here early on in this ball game, and is quickly diffused by this Bayview defense. The Smithfield team, a team that's seen someone different step up in every game they've played, according to their head coach, Bob Squalinta. They've had 6 comeback victories or ties in the final 3 minutes of ball games. So this is a team who's really lived on the edge all season long, coming into play today with a 10-1-4 record. Smithfield, how did they get here? They had a bye in the preliminary rounds, then defeated Portsmouth 2-1 in the quarterfinals earlier this week. Bayville getting here by way of a 2-0 victory over Cumberland in the preliminaries, and then a 3-1 victory over North Kingston, the number 4 seed. So an upset there. Bayview, the highest seed remaining in this Division I bracket. Teams fighting for possession around midfield. Finally breaking through as Peliquin plays it towards the box. And on the near sideline, it's going to be Stephanie Ritchie trying to play it into the box. Has some open room to work with. Throws a shot, and it's right into the waiting arms of Hannah Lee. The first real attempt either side's had to score. And Hannah Lee stays strong and makes the save. Hannah Lee, of course, one of the top goaltenders in Rhode Island, allowing the second fewest goals this season, only behind LaSalle, who we'll see in our second game at 2 o'clock when they take on South Kingston. Bayview now in possession of the ball. Here on the near sideline, it's played across into the middle, but behind the Bayview player, Chrissy Conley, and Smithfield regains possession. Smithfield having numbers back the other way. 3-on-3 now. It's 3-on-4 as a couple Bayview defenders get back. Through ball, but it gets past the run of number 26, Stephanie Ritchie. Possession back to Bayview. Now we've got a substitution for Bayview. Making her first appearance in the game will be number 10, Emma Alfred. She replaces Allie Guman. Still no score. 26 minutes left here in this first half of play. Smithfield trying to push the ball forward. Now we have an attack on the net going in on goal number 14, but it goes right into Hannah Lee. A nice save by Lee on the attack there by Victoria Carter. Lee boots it away. Smithfield gets possession back. They're starting to be more aggressive on the offensive end, maybe getting some early game jitters out. Smithfield plays it up the near sideline. Peliquin wins the fight for the ball. It's played forward to Carter. Carter off the chest. Now plays it back a little bit, and Ritchie will get a touch, and now we have a whistle, and it looks like we'll have a foul. Direct kick coming up. Direct kick coming up for the Lady Sentinels of Smithfield. Ball sent towards the box. A little bit of a misdirection kick there, and got to fight for the ball in the corner. It's going to be won briefly by Smithfield, then taken back by Bayview. And we have a whistle down on the field, and it looks like they're going to say that one went out of bounds for a goal kick. .24:50 left here in this first half of play. No score. Goal kick away towards the near sideline. Smithfield commands the goal kick, but Bayview gets it right back, clears it towards the middle of the field. Beaton gets a leg on it, but it goes to the Bayview side. Now Bayview clears it across midfield. Bayview with some numbers trying to make a run, but Smithfield cuts it off. Now they get it towards the box, but it's headed away by the Smithfield defense. Ball played in the corner by Bayview, but it's going to trickle out of bounds, and it looks like we're going to have a goal kick on the other side. First goal kick for the Smithfield side this afternoon. Both teams seem to be settling into a rhythm here in this ball game. The only team with real chances on net so far have been the number 1 seed Smithfield. They've had 2 chances, one from just inside the box, another one a good run on net that Hannah Lee was able to turn away. Now Bayview back the other way. Ball sent through, but that one's going to have too much steam, and it's going to roll out of bounds. Chrissy Conley not able to run it down. Smithfield will get the throw-in. It's number 18, Jessica Beaton, who'll get the ball in. Throws it over the Smith intended receiver's head, and now it'll be cleared the other way by Smithfield. Bayview returning to what was successful for them early on in this ball game, applying consistent pressure on the offensive end. They got away from it a little bit, and Smithfield was able to get some decent shots on net, but now Bayview is back owning the time of possession. That throw, though, over the head, and Smithfield able to regain control, but only for a moment, and then that moment was because of a penalty, or a foul, so it'll be going back the other way. Smithfield operating near midfield now. Another whistle and another kick coming up for Smithfield. The one taking all the kicks for Smithfield, number 10, junior Fallon Green, comes up from the back end to take the kicks. Sends this one towards the box. Jump ball won by Bayview. Ball still bouncing around, and it's going to go into the corner. We got a whistle, and it looks like we're going to have an offsides call here. And yes, that is the call. It's going to be an offsides call against Smithfield, so Bayview gets a kick. Kick goes right to Smithfield. Smithfield couldn't corral it, so now Bayview will come back the other way. 20 minutes here remaining in this first half of play. Halfway through half number 1 of our doubleheader here on IRRLN Network. Smithfield commanding possession, trying to make a run, but it's poked away. Nice defense there by Margie DiPietro. Bayview now works it up the far sideline. Trying to put an end to the Smithfield run. Now they get it towards midfield, and it's stolen away there by Smithfield. Smithfield on the attack back toward the Bayview net. Thrown into the middle, but cleared out by Bayview towards midfield and across midfield. Ball will go out of bounds, so Smithfield will get a throw here with Beaton trying to trigger it in. But a good job by Bayview to diffuse that pressure from Smithfield. Substitutions on both sides as we reach that midway point, get past that midway point in the first half. Trying to keep some bodies fresh. Smithfield operates near midfield, and there's a through ball to no one, so Bayview will get the possession back. Across midfield they go. Now to the far side they operate. Push back towards the middle of the field, but headed away, and Smithfield will regain possession. Now Smithfield just clears it out of bounds, and they'll set up their defense. Alexa DiCaminos, who came back in the game on that last substitution, triggers the inbound. DiCaminos went down with what appeared to be an ankle injury in the early minutes of this ball game. Good to see her back in there running well. Smithfield makes a run up the far sideline, but knocking the ball out of bounds is Sophia Cabral. Smithfield gets a throw in. It's thrown in, headed towards the box. No one there. Now the goalie, Hannah Lee, will come up, corral it, and she'll start the offense from there. Hannah Lee, the senior captain on this squad, boots it towards midfield. It goes out of bounds, and it'll be Smithfield ball, an errant kick there by Lee. Now Smithfield working quickly back the other way. Through ball towards the box. Carter on the outside, but it's deflected away. A good defensive play by the freshman on Bayview, Michaela Lee. Then Lee kicks it out of bounds, and it'll give Bayview another chance to set up the offense. Bayview so far has done a good job holding their ground when Smithfield is trying to make their runs. Smithfield team, the number 1 seed here in Rhode Island, Division I girls soccer, had the best record in Division I. First year that they haven't had divisions in quite a while in Division I. They had the North and South divisions for a while, then they went to Central. Now it'll be Carter on the outside towards the net. Hannah Lee tries to deflect it away and does at the last minute. A good run, but Hannah Lee able to get a hand on it and make the save. It'll be the corner kick now, first corner kick of the afternoon, and it'll be number 26 to take that corner kick, Stephanie Ritchie. Smithfield gathering towards the outside part of that box, now looking for position. Ball sent towards the net. Up in the air. Header is going to go just wide, and it looks like we're going to have another corner kick. So it looks like we're going to do it all over again just from the other side. It'll be Ritchie again to trigger the inbound. Trigger the corner kick. 17 minutes to go. 17 and a half minutes to go here in the first half. Ball sent towards the net, towards the back post, headed, but it is a wire. Now a shot from the outside, and Hannah Lee can't get a hand on it. Overhead hits the crossbar, bounced around. Bayview trying desperately to clear it. Falls to the foot of number 14, Carter, but her shot goes wide. Some good chances there by Smithfield, but Bayview able to escape. Smithfield had 3 chances there. A header from the back post by Fallon Green. A shot from the top of the box. And then Carter had a great chance inside the box. Now Smithfield gets possession right back off the goal kick. Then it's cleared out of bounds. And then played back in. Looked like that wasn't going to float out of bounds, but it was Smithfield able to keep it in play. Smithfield now showing why they're the number 1 team, flexing their muscle, dominating time of possession. Now a through ball the other way, but it's going to be Fallon Green who plays it back up to Breton. Breton up the near sideline to Ritchie. Ritchie now plays it up the near sideline, makes a move, loses the ball for a moment, tries to get it back, and Bayview attempting to clear it, can't get it done, and it'll be tipped out of bounds. Ball stays here with Smithfield. Breton again will make the throw-in. 16 minutes to go in the first half. Still no score. Semifinal number 1. Throw-in goes to Carter. Carter makes a move. Tries to move towards the net. Loses the ball. Trying to chase it down is Peliquin. She can't, and Bayview clears it out of bounds. And Ritchie will make the throw-in. Now Ritchie will not make the throw-in as she hands it off to number 20. Angela Regasta who will make the throw. And throw goes towards the box header to the feet of Peliquin. Peliquin can't put it on net, and Bayview trying to clear it again. Gets it to the middle field. Now a strike from the top of the key. That one into a couple Bayview defenders. Ritchie plays it back out. Smithfield continues the pressure, played in towards the box. But it goes over the head of Carter, and Bayview able to regain possession, but only for a moment as Smithfield takes it back. Samantha Mellaroni on the far side. Plays it towards the box. Fight for the ball in the far corner, and it's going to be won by Brooke Jenkins. Jenkins into the box, loses it, and Bayview clears it out of bounds. Bayview with their backs up against the wall right now. Just trying to put an end to this momentum that Smithfield has. Throw goes in towards the box, headed around, falls into the feet of Ritchie, but she's going to have to play it back out to Fallon Green. Now Breton plays it towards the box. No one there, and it'll be played by Hannah Lee. Hannah Lee will slow things down a little bit here as he jogs out, gives her team a chance to get towards midfield. Now she'll send it towards midfield. But Smithfield wins possession only for a moment, though. They clear it the other way. Now Fallon Green intercepts the pass. Green gets it across midfield. Back the other way comes Bayview. First time Bayview's had it across midfield in quite some time, and right away they put it out of bounds, and Smithfield will get a throw-in. Now down to 14 minutes to play here in this first half. No score. Smithfield, after struggling to control possession early on in this ball game, has really dominated the last 10 minutes or so of this contest. Getting numerous shots on net, just haven't had one fall yet. Throwing on the far sideline. They'll go out of bounds. Smithfield again with the Smithfield trying to methodically work the ball up the field. Now Bayview gets it back. They send it towards the Smithfield net, making a run for it on the far side. Chrissy Conley, she wins the run, then Fallon Green from behind steals the ball back. Conley now again grabs the ball on the far side, plays it towards the box. Conley, shot on net is deflected out of bounds via the header. That back line of Smithfield staying strong. That was Jessica Beaton, the senior. Jessica Beaton, the senior, who was able to get it out. And now it'll be the first corner kick for Bayview. Molly Smith will be the one to play the corner kick in, as Bayview has a chance of their own to apply some offensive pressure. Ball goes towards the net. It's a short corner kick, and it's played out, cleared out by Smithfield. Bayview tries to keep it in, but can't, as Sophia Cabral kicks it out of bounds. Smithfield quickly looking to go on the offensive the other way. Ball ping-pong back and forth in the middle of the field. Now Smithfield comes out with it. They try to play it up, but the pass is too far. Good pressure from the front line here of Smithfield, forcing Bayview farther and farther back, but in the end, Bayview will win a throw-in. 11 and a half minutes to go here in the first half. Still no score of semifinal number one. Bayview and Smithfield battling for the right to play for the Division I championship on Monday. You're listening to Rhode Island Athletics on the RLL network. The RIIL network, that is. Throw-in goes into the corner. Bayview tries to clear it out, and they will. That is DiPietro who gets it towards half court, but Smithfield gets it right back. Smithfield continuing to dominate the latter portions of this first half. From about the 25-minute mark on, it has been all Smithfield with the exception of that one corner kick that Bayview had a couple minutes ago. Numbers the other way, played forward, but behind. Number 20, Angela Ragasto making the run. Now a run the other way on the far sideline. That looks like Conley. Conley trying to make some moves. No, it's number 3, Riley Leonard. Shot towards the net, but saved by the freshman goalkeeper, Alyssa Colbert. Her first real action in this ball game, and she comes up with the save. The freshman, who her head coach hopes goalie becomes her permanent position, because she's done a fantastic job for them all season long. Teams jockeying for position around midfield. Now the ball pushed back into the Bayview zone. Some of the keys to the game for both sides, as said by their coaches before the game. For Bayview, they want to finish when they have a chance, play in their attacking third, and defend as a team. So far, Bayview has been hitting all those points in the first half. Now another attempt for Smithfield, turning on the ball, firing it towards the net, but missing high, number 17, Molly Smith. Another good effort there by Smithfield. On the other side for Smithfield, they want to dominate that time of possession, move the ball, and play some aggressive defense. So both teams hitting their keys early on in this ball game. That's why we have this deadlock at 0-0 with 9 minutes to go here in the first half. 40-minute halves here in Rhode Island girls soccer. 2 of them plus stoppage time. Of course, we'll play overtime until we have a winner, with this being the playoffs. Beaton throws it in. Smithfield trying to keep possession. They can't, and it's cleared up the field by Leonard. Now it'll be a free ball won by Pezzaroni, and now Petruzoni, as she tries to make a move into the box, goes down. Smithfield takes the ball back. Fallon Green will get it up towards midfield. Smithfield had numbers for a moment, but Bayview able to get back on defense. Peliquin trying to win possession for Smithfield. She can't, as Bayview tips that ball out of bounds. Smithfield trying to work the ball upfield, but Bayview keeps stopping them, and now Bayview will win a throw-in out of it as we move under 8 minutes to go here in the first half. Ball in midfield, now cleared up. It'll be a throw-in for Smithfield. Smithfield looking to get another offensive push here before the end of the half, and now we're going to have a flag. Looks like she came up too far on that throw-in, so the ball will go the other way with Bayview. Bayview gets it in. Fight for the ball on the far sideline, and it's going to go out of bounds. Another throw-in for Bayview. Bayview now looking for another push offensively before the end of this first half. Bayview controlling possession here. A little bit of miscommunication, and Smithfield going to take it back. Now we got a whistle. Looks like we're going to have a kick coming up for Smithfield off that whistle. Fallon Green will be the one to make the kick. 6 minutes to go here in the first half. Green's kick is away. It's a good one. But Bayview able to get a foot in there and clear it back out for a moment. Beaton plays it towards the net. Falls to the feet of Ragasta. Ragasta turns on net, but a nice defensive play coming in there to snuff the shot attempt out was number 15, Michaela Lee. Now Bayview back the other way, but their pass goes errant. It'll be Ragasta again. Regatta plays it to the far side. Now into the net. Got a shot on net, but nice defense coming in from behind as number 15, Alexandria Spalding, couldn't quite control that one. And coming in from behind was Michaela Lee. Excuse me, that was Alex Jenkins for Smithfield. Jenkins couldn't quite settle the ball at her feet, and it gave Lee enough time. Now a run on the other end for Bayview, who's moving back quickly, is diffused when one of their players goes down. Ball falls to the feet of DiCamasso. Now coming out to play it will be the goalie, Alyssa Colbert. 5 minutes to go in the half. Still no score. Smithfield Had possession, lost it. Now another through ball. That one's going to go into the far corner. Number 3, Riley Leonard. Leonard can't control possession, so it'll be taken back the other way by Smithfield. Bayview trying to end the half as they began it, controlling that ball possession. They're doing a good job of it right now on the far sideline, making some moves. A nice touch pass towards the middle, now into the corner. Trying to run it down on the far side is Pederzoni. She will not be able to run it down. Takes down a Smithfield defender with her. That's Fallon Green, who went down hard. And it looks like we're going to have a goal kick. This goal kick coming with 4 minutes to go in the first half. She'll play the goal kick in short. Smithfield trying to work the ball methodically up the field. But the pass goes high, and it goes to Bayview. Bayview plays it towards the middle of the field. That's number 14, Maria Bailey. Smithfield defense, though, pushing Bayview back towards midfield and then forces them to pass it out of bounds. And Smithfield will get a throw in. Beaton will throw it in once again with 3:20 left here in the first half. Throw goes into Brooke Jenkins. Jenkins plays it to Jenkins. 2 Jenkins on the team, Alex Jenkins and Brooke Jenkins. Brooke pushes it up the field, tries to get it through to Ragasta, but can't. Now Brooke Jenkins applying heavy ball pressure, tries to tip it to her sister, but can't. Now through ball the other way, and it looks like we have a handball. They're going to call a handball. Fallon Green caught it with her right hand, and it'll be a kick coming up for Bayview. So a good chance here for Bayview as we approach 2 minutes left here in this first half of play. No score. The wall will be set up. And taking the kick will be number 17, Ali Gulmet. That's what it would appear at the beginning. It's not going to be her. Yes, it is going to be her to take the kick. She sends it towards the net, but it's saved by the goalkeeper, Alyssa Colbert. We had a fake. Then the kick was eventually taken by Goldman. A good opportunity there for Bayview. They couldn't capitalize, however. 1:45 to go in the half. Bayview still with possession of the ball, trying to make a run on the near sideline. That ball is going to be tipped out of bounds. Nice defense there by number 13, Samantha Colbert. Colbert, the sister of the goalkeeper, Alyssa. They've done a great job anchoring that defense this year for Smithfield. Battle for the ball on the near sideline. Ball thrown in towards the net, headed out by Fallon Green. Beaton trying to keep it in, but she can't, and we're going to have a goal kick here on the near sideline. Corner kick, second corner kick of the game for Bayview. It'll be triggered in by Gulmet. Now we're going to have a switch as Gulmet lined up to take the kick, and Gabby Smith will be the one who takes the kick. 54 seconds to go. Ball sent towards the net, but it's deflected out of bounds. Good defense there by a couple Smithfield players, and we'll have a goal kick now. 54 seconds still to go in the game, in the half. Green sends the goal kick away. And now we have a whistle and a stoppage of play. And it looks like we're going to do that goal kick again. As we're under a minute to play here in half number 1 of game number 1. No score between Bayview and Smithfield. Goal kick away this time. And a whistle. And Smithfield will work quickly now as we're into stoppage time. Bayview plays it forward, but it's over the head of the One making the run up the middle, Chrissy Conley. And Colbert will boot it away. Now Brooke Jenkins plays it back for Smithfield, and the ball will go out of bounds. Possession staying with Bayview. Bayview in possession. They play it forward. Intercepted by Green. Green will boot it out of bounds again, and another throw-in coming for Bayview. So Bayview, they've ended the first half as they started it, dominating that time of possession. The middle portions of that half were dominated by Smithfield. Looking for one more run is Bayview, but it's cleared out, and we got a whistle, and that looks like it will do it for the first half of play. No score between Smithfield and Bayview. You're listening to Girls Division I semifinal soccer action here on RIIL Network.
Fans, don't forget to purchase your championship merchandise. Team IP, the official Rhode Island Interscholastic League merchandiser, is selling quality merchandise. At this event, please take a moment, take a look, and take home a championship souvenir. Championship merchandise is also available online. Go to Rhode Island Interscholastic League website and order your once-in-a-lifetime souvenir. Also, don't forget to keep your ticket stub. Subway is an official corporate sponsor of the Rhode Island Interscholastic League and high school athletics. Specifically, Subway will be the official and exclusive quick-service restaurant of the Rhode Island Interscholastic League. Providing student-athletes with healthy, well-balanced breakfast, lunch, and snack are the keys to enhance stability and performance. In addition, Subway restaurants assist all consumers in living healthy lifestyles by providing information and choices necessary so they can make informed meal choices. Ladies and gentlemen, please go and visit the concession stand and support the local Boosters Club. Thank you very much.
And welcome back to Carcieri Field here in East Greenwich, Rhode Island. East Greenwich High School, second half of action about to get underway between the Smithfield Senators and the Bayview Bengals. The 1 seed Smithfield versus Bayview number 5. No score as we get the second half underway. Both teams had some chances early on in this ball game. Now it comes down to the second half of play. 40 minutes to decide who goes to the state championship game on Monday. Of course, they'd play the winner of the next game, the LaSalle Rams and the South Kingston Rebels, a matchup of the two top teams in Rhode Island Division I soccer over the last decade or so. LaSalle, who we'll be seeing next, a little bit of a down year, losing 2 games. They hadn't lost a game since 2004. We have a little bit of a delay as they're going to work on the netting to our right. One of the officials is tying some strings, making sure everything all set to go. He seems to be satisfied with it, so we're going to get things going. Sides will be flipped around. It'll be Smithfield going towards the goal on our right here in the second half. Bayview going towards the goal on the left. Smithfield will get possession first as we're just waiting for the whistle to blow. On a beautiful day here in Rhode Island. And we are underway. Bayview stealing it right away. Coming back the other way, making a nice move is the freshman Conley. Conley makes another one miss, but she loses possession of the ball. Too many defenders to try to work her way through. Now it'll be Alex Jenkins who plays it up, but Bayview takes it right back. Bayview ended the first half with some momentum, dominating possession, and they come out aggressive here at the start of the second half. Colbert now set to kick it away. Colbert plays it towards the middle of the field. The freshman goalie, who wasn't a freshman before the start of the season, she's been solid here in the first half. Through ball now, making a run on it on the far side. Number 14, that's Victoria Carter. Carter can't quite run it down, and then it'll be tipped out of bounds, and it'll be a goal kick. Overtime rules here in soccer, 2 10-minute overtimes. They have to play both, no goal in goal. If you're still tied, we'll go to penalty kicks. Neither of these teams has had to face penalty kicks yet in their playoff run. Bayview plays it up the far side. Now ball goes into the middle field and cleared back, but it goes right to Bayview. Fallon Green runs forward, plays it back out with the chest, and now we're going to have, heard a whistle, but no whistle. Now Bayview plays it back towards midfield. Smithfield fighting for possession. Got a takedown, no call. The ball played forward into the corner. That'll be Carter. Carter plays it towards the net, but Hannah Lee there to make the save on the rolling ball. Lee will quickly get it back the other way. Cross half court. Now Bayview with some numbers, but Fallon Green there to deflect the pass, slow down the Bayview attack, gives her teammates a chance to get back on defense. Two swings and a miss there by number 4, Alexa DiCamitos, as she tried to play that one into the box. Missed opportunity there for the Bayview Bengals. The highest seed remaining in this tournament. We got the 1, 2, 3, and 5 seed, the only one to go down, the 4 seed, North Kingston. Bayview continues to control time of possession here at the beginning of the second half. No score. 37 minutes to go in the ball game. This game could come down to 1 goal on either side. Both teams have had their opportunities. Smithfield maybe with some better opportunities, but neither has been able to find the back of the net. Now we got a whistle and we got a kick coming up for Bayview. Taking the kick for Bayview, number 20, Gabby Smith, the junior captain, one of 4 captains, as we've said, for this Bayview team. Send it towards the box, but played back out by Smithfield. Ball going to go out of bounds. Last touched by Bayview. That was DiCamitos who couldn't keep it in. Smithfield near midfield. They play it forward. Couple runs being made. Ball misplayed for a moment. Then it's going to be played out towards out of bounds. Will it get there? No, it's kept in bounds by DeCamitos. DeCamitos tries to play it up the near sideline. She can't. As Smithfield deflects it out of bounds, now DeCamitos will trigger the throw-in. Throw-in goes over the head of her intended target, and Smithfield will get the ball back. Bayview trying to make a run. They have numbers back the other way if they work quickly. Making a move on the far sideline. Now we have a whistle, and it's going to look like another kick coming up for Bayview. No one stepping forward yet to take that kick. Now coming forward to take the kick, number 15, Michaela Lee. From the far side, it'll be Michaela Lee to send it towards the box. Lee sends it towards the box. Ball up for a header, but it's deflected out of bounds, out by Smithfield. Now Smithfield will try to clear the ball. Brooke Jenkins tries to get it towards her sister, Alex Jenkins. And now it'll be Ricotta on the far side. Ritchie on the far side. Ritchie gets it up ahead. Making a run up that far sideline is Smithfield. That's number 9, Peliquin, who's making the run. Peliquin plays it towards the box. Now comes out, top of the box. Sent into the box, but it's going to go wide, and Hannah Lee's going to run it down, and we're going to have a goal kick. Just under 34 minutes remaining in the ball game. Still no score. I'm Sam Dostler. You're listening to the RIIL Network. Coverage of girls Division I Rhode Island soccer semifinals. Winner goes to the championship game on Monday. Take on the winner of the LaSalle South Kingston game. Both teams for that game have already arrived, anxiously awaiting the start of that matchup, a 2-versus-3 matchup. Played towards the box, but it's going to be deflected out of bounds. A nice defensive effort there by Gabby Smith to deflect the ball towards the net out of bounds, but it will be a corner kick coming up for Smithfield. Stephanie Ritchie will make the corner kick. Ritchie wears number 26. She'll send it towards the box. This is a Smithfield team that enjoys flighted balls. We'll see what they can do with this one. That one's sent towards, punched out, then right into the chest of Hannah Lee. Hannah Lee punched it out, went into the post, didn't see who got a foot on it, but someone from Smithfield got a foot on the ball, but kicked it right into the stomach of Hannah Lee. A nice save there. And once again, Bayview was able to escape disaster around the net. Hannah Lee, who's allowed the second fewest goals in Division I Rhode Island soccer this season, stays strong once again. Last time this happened, Smithfield had a nice boost of momentum off the near miss. We'll see if that happens again here in the second half as we approach the 30-minute mark, 10 minutes gone here in half number 2. Throw in from the far sideline by Smithfield. As Smithfield has possession. Now they lose it quickly as the ball goes out of bounds. An errant kick there. And Bayview will get the ball back. Sophia Cabral will throw it in. Pretty good sized crowd on hand for this one. Trying to see which team moves on to that championship match. Smithfield with the run up the far sideline, making a move. Peliquin towards the net, puts a shot on net, but right into the back of her own teammate. That was number 11, Brooke Jenkins, who got in the way of that one. And Bayview catches another break. Bayview trying to work the ball up, but can't. Lost out of bounds by Maggie DiPietro. So possession kept by Smithfield. Smithfield trying to get the ball towards the box, fighting for it And now it'll be cleared out. Nice job by Bayview making a run up the near sideline. But it'll be nicely played up the sideline by the other side. That's Smithfield, number 13, Samantha Colbert, with a nice defensive effort. Now Bayview trying to grab the ball back, and they do. A nice play by RIIL Leonard to win the ball. Fallon Green has a little bit of trouble with it. Bayview, the front part of the Bayview offense, applying some good pressure here. Ball now played back the other way by Smithfield into the middle. But Bayview again there to play it back the other way. Teams going back and forth, fighting for possession here at the 10-minute mark of the second half. Got a series of throw-ins going on here as Smithfield continues to deflect the ball out of bounds. Now Bayview plays it towards the middle off the header, back to the top of the box, and then an attempt at a through ball, but deflected away. Now again into the box, but Fallon Green able to clear it out. Ritchie makes a run on the far side, brings it across midfield, gets it up ahead to Carter. Carter makes a move, and now she's going to go down in some pain, it looks like, as play continues. And now they're going to stop the game as Carter down after getting bumped as she tried to make a run. Carter comes up a little bit limp, but she looks like she's going to be okay. She walks off her injury. She's going to stay in this game. Smithfield had possession off the throw and then lost it as Bayview took it right back. Now Bayview trying to work with numbers the other way, but Smithfield comes from behind, and that'll be number 8 who steals the ball, Saria DiMagarlo. Ball bottled up in that far corner, now played towards the middle of the field. Ritchie again plays it towards the middle of the field. Carter tries to deflect the ball into the corner, but she goes down again. Ritchie fighting for it, but Bayview comes out with it. Bayview plays it back. Now they're going to clear it up the field. And now Bayview will be making a little bit of a run. 3-on-4 the other way. Trying to make some moves is Rocky Pederzoni. Pederzoni plays it to the far side. Then Smithfield takes it right back. Ritchie tries to make a run after the ball. She can't run it down, but Carter's there to bring it in. Nice through ball up to Carter, but Carter can't do anything with it. That was Peliquin who actually ran it down earlier. Peliquin to Carter, now back up to the top. And Smithfield will try to set things up again. They can as the Bayview defense there. Now Bayview will bring the attack their way. Now Bayview will get a throw in here on the near sideline as Angelo Regasta clears the ball out of bounds. Bayview team hasn't had many opportunities here in the second half. There's one played towards the net. Leonard on net, and it's saved by Colbert. A nice save by Colbert. First real attempt here in the second half by Bayview. It comes off the right leg of RIIL Leonard, the sophomore. One of the 4 sophomore starters. 3 freshmen, 4 sophomore starters here on Bayview. As opposed to just 1 freshman and 1 sophomore on Smithfield. The Smithfield team, very upperclassmen heavy. 5 seniors start and 4 juniors. So the experience on the side of Smithfield. But this Bayview team, which had 9 wins in the last 3 years combined, already has 9 wins this season, trying to continue to play the Cinderella part. We got a whistle and we got a handball, an inadvertent handball by Angela Regasta, and it'll be a kick coming up now for Bayview. Madison Beck, the sophomore, will take the kick. 26:45 to go here in half number 2. Still no score. 1 goal might be the difference in this ball game, as both teams have been tightly contested all game long. Bayview playing with a little extra fire at the moment, but Smithfield able to defuse it. Now they're going to try to make a run the other way. They're going to send it to Ritchie in the corner. Ritchie tries to run it down, but she can't, just out in front of her, and Bayview might have eluded a bullet there. Feel the tension of the fans in front of us grow as this game starts to wind down. Ball back in. Smithfield takes possession. Jenkins plays it back to Fallon Green. Fallon Green plays it crossfield, but it's going to be intercepted by Bayview. Bayview going to play it up the near sideline. Plays it further up the sideline, trying to make a run after the ball is Ryla Leonard. She can't quite get there in time, but it forces number 20, Angela Regasta, to just kick it out of bounds, and it gives Bayview a throw-in. Alexa DiCamitos will do the throw-in. Gets it in. Intercepted by Regasta. Regasta gets it up towards midfield, making a run. It's Heather Maone. And now the ball will go out of bounds. Excuse me, that was Chloe Holochuk who made that run. Freshman coming into the game for the first time. And now she'll exit the game. Comes in, gives a quick breather. Now another freshman into the game, Jaden McCarthy. So Smithfield trying to get some fresh legs in there for a little while, give some of their starters a breather, as this game has been back and forth all game long. Play towards the middle, Peliquin. Peliquin tries to turn on net, but has nowhere to go. Bayview takes it back. Bayview pushes it quickly back towards midfield. Pass a little bit behind the intended target, but it's won over by Conley. Conley now comes in, numbers the other way. She has Leonard to her left, makes a move. Fallon Green playing tough defense on her. The bigger Fallon Green wins the battle there, and Smithfield takes control of the ball for a moment, then loses it out of bounds. Bayview has had trouble sustaining some of the runs because of the more experienced, older back line, as we have the official having a little bit of a discussion here. And we have a player down. Looks like one of the Bayview players holding her head as she is lowered to the ground.
Pay attention out there, ref!
How are they going to avoid that? They made the call.
Now we're going to have a stoppage in play. We don't have a number of the player down, so we're not going to give it to you. We're not going to guess in case we're wrong. But it looks like they're going through some of the concussion tests down there on the field. 24:05 to go. The clock is stopped. Still no score here in semifinal number one. Give you some playoff history, some championship history for both these teams. For Smithfield, they've had 5 appearances in the championship game. They're 3-2. Their wins coming in 1990 as a D3 team, 1991 as a D3 team, and 2009 as a D2 team. They've never won as a Division I team. They didn't become a Division I team until 2010. Their losses have come in 1994 and 2011. So just last year they lost the Division II championship. On the other side for Bayview, they've had 2 appearances in the championship. They're 2-0. Their wins in 2000 and 2008 back-to-back. Those were Division II champions. They, too, did not become a Division I school until 2010. The Smithfield team has been on a nice run of late. They haven't had a losing season since 2007 when they were 6-9-1. In 2008, they were 6-6-4. And then since then, they've rattled off records of 11-1-4, 13-4-1, 14-3-1, and this year they're 10-1-4. So this Smithfield team really becoming a power here in Rhode Island soccer. On the other side, Bayview. This is their first winning season since 2008. As I noted earlier, they had 9 wins in the past 3 seasons combined before picking up 9 this season. And we can get a number now on the player who went down, and that's the freshman Chrissy Conley, who took a blow to her head. And it looks like they're gonna slowly help her off the field here with 24:05 left to go. They did stop the clock. She's going to be very slowly helped off the field. Her arm draped around one of the trainers who came out to look at her. So she must have taken a pretty good whack to the head there as she made a run at that free ball. So that'll Be a tough blow for Bayview as Chrissy Conley, the freshman, she's been doing a very good job up front, made some good runs at the net. She's done a good job controlling possession on the offensive end, so we wish her the best health-wise, and we'll see how Bayview can come over the loss of her on the field. Tough way for her to come out of this ball game in the semifinal round. Smithfield wins the possession. They clear it forward, but it goes to Bayview. Trickles all the way to the goalkeeper. Colbert, now a misplay. Peliquin trying to run it down. Has an empty net. Plays it forward with the too aggressive of a touch. Might have been a little too excited about the open net that she saw, and it'll be played out of bounds by Bayview. Throw-in for Smithfield. Throw-in will be in on the far sideline. Samantha Melaronio will be the one to throw it in. Now they're going to switch it up, and they're going to hand it off to number 20, Angela Regasta. Regasta throws it in towards the box, and it's headed out by Bayview, but right to a Smithfield player. Ball ping-ponged around. Coming in from the back is Jenkins. She can't get control of it, and now Bayview tries to clear it out. They can't. Jaden McCarthy plays it to Alex Jenkins. Jenkins plays it towards the sideline. It'll be deflected out of bounds by Bayview. Thrown by Molly Smith. Smith gets it towards the box, and we have a whistle. And we're going to send things the other way. Throw-in goes over the head of the intended Bayview target, so Smithfield gets possession back. Hayden plays it forward. Jenkins can't do anything with it. Now it comes out to her sister, Alex Jenkins. Ball played toward the net, but no one there to make a run. In possession back to Bayview. Hannah Lee will clear it out towards the far sideline. Ball thrown into Peliquin. Peliquin working hard down there in the far corner, and we're going to have a corner kick. Coming in to take the corner kick will be Jessica Beaton. Beaton taking the corner kick for Stephanie Ritchie, who had been taking the corner kick. She's off. The ball goes towards the net. No one there, and Bayview able to clear it out. Now Bayview, if they hurry, has numbers the other way, 2-on-2. Bring it across midfield, and now some Smithfield players get back. Ball played through, coming forward to play at Colbert. The goalie, she slides, knocks it away, and then it'll be cleared up. A nice aggressive play there by the goalie, Alyssa Colbert, as Riley Leonard was bearing down on her. Now ball back into the corner. Taylor Coffey, and we have a flag down on the far sideline, a whistle, and we have a kick coming up. It would appear a kick for Bayview. Under 21 minutes to go, 20:55 left here in half number 2. Still no score between Bayview and Smithfield. Semifinal number 1, it is going to be a kick. Just inside the corner. Ball sent in towards the net. Deflected around, batted around, goes out towards the outside of the box. Ball floated into the middle. And we're going to have an offsides call. So Smithfield evades a bullet there. And Fallon Green will take the goal kick for Smithfield. Plays it up the far side. But Bayview steals it away. Ball is going to go out of bounds. Smithfield will get possession. Smithfield trying to play it up the far sideline. Tripped up, going down, no whistle. So it'll be Bayview back the other way. That throw will go right out of bounds, not giving Taylor Coffey a chance. Now Smithfield will try to play it up the far sideline. Possession will now go to Smithfield after a bit of an exchange back and forth on the far side. Both teams going back and forth with the possession here. There's a poor kick that goes to Bayview. Then Fallon Green steals it away. Fallon Green working hard, and she'll kick it out of bounds. We got some miscommunication there on the throw-in. Players not sure who's going to take it in, and now they're going to push them back a little bit and throw it in. Smithfield with the throw-in. Bayview wins it right back off the throw-in. Getting some good playing time down the stretch here. Jaden McCarthy, the freshman who hadn't played in the first half. She's in there now. Now we have a Smithfield player go down hard. That's number 12. Alex Jenkins, one of the captains on this team, one of the two captains on this team who went down hard. Fallon Green will now be set to kick it away for Smithfield, the number 1 seed, 10-1-4. Their backs up against the wall, sent towards the box. Too high. Ritchie runs it down. Can't keep it in play, and we're going to have a goal kick. If Ritchie had kept that in play, would have been a golden opportunity there for Alex Jenkins to put one into the back of the net. Over possession back to Bayview with 17:45 to go here in half number 2. The goal kick goes right out of bounds, so an error there by Bayview, and Smithfield gets it back. Peliquin tries to take the throw in the corner, but she goes down hard, and now we're going to have a whistle and a kick coming up for Smithfield. Fallon Green will kick it away coming up from the back end. Fallon Green has played a very good game defensively for Smithfield. Kick comes in from the far side towards the net. Off the back corner, and it's home for a goal. Fallon Green from the far side, and just like that, 1-0 Smithfield on the direct kick. The number 1 seed Smithfield takes the lead with 17 minutes to go here in the second half. What a strike by Fallon Green, just out of the reach of Hannah Lee. Nothing she could do about that one as it went into the back corner for the goal, and the number 1 seed in the lead, 1-0. And now I would assume that Smithfield would go into the prevent defense even more so than they had been with that 1-0 lead, and under 17 minutes remaining, Bayview quickly back on the offensive. Leonard towards the net, but it goes right into the hands of Colbert. So bullet number 1 goes wide as Smithfield will look to hold on now and move on to the championship game on Monday. Ritchie making a run on the far side, trying to apply pressure. She applies just enough, forces Bayview to play it out of bounds. Now Ritchie will throw it in from the far side. Jaden McCarthy checks out of the game after doing a very nice job. Victoria Carter back in. Down to 16 minutes to go in the contest. Still 1-0. In the lead is Smithfield. They're going to look to make that goal by Fallon Green. Stand up. Ritchie plays it in towards the net. Blocked out by Bayview and cleared out of bounds. So we're going to have a throw in. Ritchie will throw it in again. Bayview fans down in front of us starting to feel a season coming to an end, as their team is on the short side of a 1-0 Smithfield lead. Bayview looking to make an offensive attack, and now they have numbers coming the other way. Here on the near sideline they come, played forward for a run. But it's going to be Beaton who diffuses that run, deflecting it out of bounds. Number 11, Taylor Coffey, playing in the position of the injured Chrissy Conley, was the one who made that run. Conley remains on the bench. She has applying ice to her head, so we hope she's doing all right over there. But on the field, the Bengals are certainly missing her presence. Throw goes in towards the box. Played out, shot towards the back corner. Put on net, and it's going to be saved by Colbert. A slow trickler. Colbert wasn't fooled by it, and she made the save. That was Alexa DiCamitos, who got a foot on it, trying to slide it in the back corner of the net. 14 minutes remaining. Some tense times over on the Smithfield side and the Bayview side. Smithfield trying to hold on. Bayview trying to somehow find that tying goal. Smithfield have been banging on the door all game long. Finally put one home. They had numerous chances in the first half, a couple chances already in the second half. It seemed like it was only a matter of time before they found the back of the net. Bayview working a little bit quicker on offense as they try to push the ball towards the Smithfield net. Smithfield happy to just play with the ball at midfield. Wind that clock down and hope an opportunity to put this game away emerges. As they play it up the far sideline, Peliquin tries to make a play for Smithfield. Now Ritchie does. Ritchie gets it up, misplayed. Carter tries to make a run. She can't. Now comes in Pelican, and Pelican's going to be tripped from behind. No call. And back the other way comes Bayview. Bayview out to the far side. Gabby Smith plays it towards the middle, but Smithfield there. Again, it's played forward, but again, the Smithfield defense is there. Smithfield able to clear it up the field all the way back to Hannah Lee. Hannah Lee, the poor kick. Brooke Jenkins heads it forward, just kills some more time. 12:30 left here in the second half in the game. And now here comes number 14, Carter, making a run at the net, and she's going to be tripped from behind. And it looks like, are we going to have a penalty kick? It looks like we're going to have a penalty kick coming up here for Victoria Carter. Bayview not happy about that call, but Carter taken down from behind. And with the clock still running, 12 minutes to go, it looks like we're going to have a penalty kick coming up for the junior, Victoria Carter. Carter with the chance to put this game away. She'll be going up against senior captain for Bayview, Hannah Lee, who's allowed the second fewest goals here in Rhode Island. Clock stop with 12:02 to go for the penalty kick. It'll be Victoria Carter up against Hannah Lee. Here comes the approach, and the shot will be into the net, the right side of the net. Another goal for Smithfield. This one, Victoria Carter at the 12:02 mark, and it's a 2-0 lead for Smithfield. They now appear to be well on their way. They're in the driver's seat at the least here in this first semifinal game. So Victoria Carter puts Smithfield in the driver's seat. Bayview will have to find 2 goals here in the waning minutes as we move under 12 minutes to go. 2-0 Smithfield. The magical run of the number 5 seed, Bayview, could well be coming to an end. Martin Yeruman, in his first year, did a fantastic job with this team, coaching them to 9 wins already on the season. That's 9 wins, matching their total of the previous 3 seasons combined. If you look back, they had 2 wins in 2009, 4 wins in 2010, and then 3 more wins in 2011. It had not been a good stretch for this Bayview soccer program, but it had been turned around this season by Yeruman with the infusion of younger players, 3 freshmen, 4 sophomores into the starting lineup. And, of course, their backbone, their senior leader, their goalie, Hannah Lee, for most of the season has been excellent in the back of the defense for this Bayview team, even today, you can't falter for that goal. It's Fallon Green with a beautiful strike from the far side into the back corner of the net. Then the the penalty kick just recently by Victoria Carter. Another run now by Smithfield, but able to defuse it is Alexa DiCamitos. So we approach the 10-minute mark here in the second half. 10 minutes to go, 2-0. Smithfield in the lead, just trying to play smart, heady defense here. Not let any easy attempts on net for Bayview. Bayview gets possession off the little bit of confusion. And then it's going to be tipped out of bounds by Smithfield. Smithfield has gotten here through a win in the quarterfinals and a bye in the preliminary round. Their win in the quarterfinals was a 2-1 win over Portsmouth, the number 8 seed. Now we got a whistle, and we're going to have a kick going the other way as we're now under 10 minutes, 9:30 to go. Fallon Green again will make the kick. Fallon Green plays it across to the near side. Goes through, splitting two players, and then kicking it out of bounds is the freshman Alexa DiCamitos. Though the outlook does not look bright for this Bengal squad here in this semifinal game, a lot to be hopeful for moving forward with those 7 underclassmen. In a couple of years, this will be a very experienced team and will be a team that'll be a tough out in years to come. Already a tough out with these underclassmen. Bayview trying to make a run on the far side, but can't, as Smithfield again there defensively. That back line for them just doing a fantastic job all afternoon long. Hannah Lee comes forward and takes care of that through ball. Ball going back and forth on the other side, making a move. Smithfield continuing to just try and run some clock, not trying to make any mistakes continuously with at least 2 or 3 defenders back. As Bayview works very quickly here, trying to get some pressure on this Smithfield defense. Now numbers the other way, through ball, and we got no call on the offsides. Victoria Carter working in all alone, one-on-one against the goalie Lee. Makes one move, makes her miss, and she misses wide left. Carter had the whole goal wide open, but she couldn't put it home. Drew the goalie out, but couldn't finish the job, and with 7:15 to go, it'll be a goal kick. It would have been the second goal of the afternoon for Carter, who was all alone. And it would have been the icing on the cake for Smithfield as Lee puts the ball out of bounds on the goal kick. Now Ritchie will make the throw-in. No, she won't. She'll hand it off to her teammate, who will make the throw-in. Jessica Beaton. Beaton gets it into the far corner. Played into the middle of the field by Bayview. Bayview trying to work the ball at field. And then it's cleared up field. That's Maggie DiPietro. Two 2-0 our score. Smithfield in the lead over Bayview. 6:20 to go in the contest. Smithfield looking to advance to the Rhode Island Division I soccer finals on Monday, where they would play the winner of LaSalle and South Kingston. Ball changing possession at midfield. It'll be Smithfield who comes out with it. Ritchie up the far sideline. Makes one man miss. Now gets it to Peliquin. Peliquin into the box. Carter thought about making a run, then pulls up, and Hannah Lee will corral it. Hannah Lee quickly gets it the other way. 5:20 to go. Brooke Jenkins up the near sideline, gets it to Carter in the middle. Carter gets it across to Alex Jenkins, the captain, and Alex Jenkins is going to go down. No whistle here, and now we have a late whistle coming in, and it's going to be a kick going the other way as Jenkins was taken down by the turf. Bayview up the far sideline with numbers, 4-on-3. Played back. One more pass, and it's going to be a bit too hard. They had Leonard making a run on the near sideline, but she couldn't get there quite in time. And Colbert was able to scoop it up for Smithfield. Bayview again taking the aggressive on the offensive side of the ball. But Smithfield again there defensively. Alex Jenkins will now play it up the near sideline. And then Bayview plays it back towards the net. Colbert going to run it down, and that will go out of bounds, and we're going to have a goal kick with 3:50 to go here in the half. 2-0 Smithfield in the lead, looking to hold on as we're deep into this second half of play. We're going to have a throw in here on the near sideline for Smithfield. It'll be taken by Regasta. Regasta gets it into Alexandria Spalding. Spalding into the game for the first time, the senior. Getting some action here in this semifinal matchup with 3 minutes to go. Bayview still trying to work quickly as we're under 3. Regasta clears up the near sideline, kicks it out of bounds, so Bayview will get another throw-in. Regasta continues to get the ball, content with just booting it out of bounds, letting that clock run. Regasta gets it again, heads it towards the sideline, goes down hard on her back, slow to get up. And now we're going to have a whistle and a stoppage of play as Regasta picks herself up off the turf, and it's out of bounds for another throw-in. Shot towards the net, and it trickles right into the hands of Alyssa Colbert. Colbert, when chasing after the ball that went out of play. Bayview saw that she was out of position. The officials didn't stop the play. Shot on net was a weak one, and it gave Colbert enough time to scamper back and get in position to make the save as we move under 2 minutes to go in the contest. Another throw in for Bayview. Officials on the field take over the clock duties. It would appear in the final 2 minutes. So we'll look for the lead official's call to signal the end of the game. Smithfield will get the throw-in on the far side. Throwing in, battle for the ball, won by Bayville. Bayville looking to make another run, but the Smithfield defense there to snuff that one out. So as this one winds down, Smithfield in the lead. Smithfield in possession. Peliquin in the far corner. Tries to make a move. Can't. She's trapped in that far corner, and the ball's going to go out of bounds for a corner kick over there on the far side. Ritchie will be the one to put it into play. Ritchie just going to send it short to Carter. Carter is trying to run some clock. Puts it into the box, and it's going to be cleared out by Bayview. Falls to the feet of Spalding. Spalding puts it towards the net, but it's knocked out by Bayville. A run by Pelican. Pelican keeps it in bounds, and the clock will continue to run a throw-in on the far sideline. Ritchie will trigger the throw-in. Still waiting for the official signal to end this game. As the ball goes out of bounds, and we're going to have a corner kick. Once again on the far sideline, Ritchie will take the corner kick. So this Bayview crowd, which have been loud and vocal for most of the game, starting to realize the fate of their team. Ball goes towards the net. Hannah Lee punches it out. Bayview coming on the offensive, but Spalding there to knock that ball out of bounds. Bayview on the far sideline with the throw-in, goes towards midfield. And there's the whistle, and that's the end of the ball game. A shutout victory for the Smithfield Sentinels. 2-0, the number 1 seed on to the Rhode Island Division I Girls Soccer Championship on Monday, where they will take on the winner of our next game, the LaSalle Rams and the South Kingston Rebels. The goals for Smithfield coming from Fallon Green with 16:58 remaining in the second half, a direct kick, and Victoria Carter capped it off with a penalty kick with 12:02 remaining. A shutout victory for Alyssa Colbert, 11th win of the season for Smithfield. It improves their record to 11-1-4. Bayview with the loss, a great season for them. They fall to 9-5-3, and Smithfield will be playing on Monday in the Rhode Island Division I Girls Soccer Championship. For game number 1, I've been Sam Dostler. You've been listening to our RIIL network coverage of Rhode Island high school sports.
Kindly ask you to take your garbage and bring it down to the bottom of the stands there where the garbage cans are. Thank you very much. Our next game will come up in just about 10 to 15 minutes. We have the South Kingstown Lady Rebels and the LaSalle Lady Rams. The Lady Sentinels will be going to this Monday, 12 o'clock, Rhode Island College. This Monday, 12 o'clock, Rhode Island College against the winner of this game.